Is that better?
we lost Willow.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
No. What?
Yeah.
What happened?
We lost Willow.
No.
Where'd you lose her?
I just had her.
Oh.
Snuck right by.
Because we could have had everybody on the episode
You're
tonight.
fucking
Slippery.
joking.
We almost got it. It's okay. I'm not gonna push it because I think she's upset. So I don't want to. We'll just.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But we can take a moment to like lament and be
Can we
upset.
just like
Yeah.
have 60 seconds of silence?
It's good podcast.
Let's have 340 seconds of silence.
in a podcast. Yeah. Seconds
We're
are
going
much
to
longer.
be doing a Willow acknowledgement before we
Yes.
start.
Do as many seconds of silence as you want. It's great. I have this new editing tool. It goes through. It cuts out all the silence for me. It takes like 10 seconds. I
Oh,
love it.
that's
Nice.
sick.
Hell
Beautiful.
yeah.
Wow.
It's very dope.
Wow.
I was just pointing out to Patrick before we started, I was like, oh shit, he's going to have like 7 different tracks to deal with.
Yeah.
He'll be okay.
But then what we did is we realized it's not our problem, so we got over it very quickly.
Yeah. That.
True. It's my problem, right? I mean,
Yeah.
It's fucking Phil's problem. Fuck it.
that's what everybody says in my life.
Oh no! I
got a
was
lot
just
of
trying to do
problems.
a cute little bit, and now we need to intervene on Phil. Are you okay? Do you need like what they used to do to like pregnant teen girls in the
A lobotomy?
50s, where we send you off for like a few weeks so no one can see you?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know they did that, but yes, I
Oh
do
yeah,
need that.
yeah. If like an unmarried teen girl got pregnant back then, they would just sort of send her off to like, camp or like to visit family or something until she had the baby, so that.
You are talking to an Irish person. We did that, like, we would have gotten fucking gold in the Olympics for mistreating pregnant teen girls. Yeah, we did that shit like it was the fucking national pastime.
Well, that was the part of the Irish culture that transferred over to the United States.
Yeah, well, like, actually, a lot of the babies were literally sold to people from the
Oh,
United
no.
States.
We'll take them. Fuck it.
Yeah. And you know what? That was that was one of the better things that happened to this kid.
Probably related to one of them.
That's how we got corned beef and boiled cabbage. It's beautiful.
Are people
Yeah, they
just
just
out
ate
there
even though they
buying
were-
babies?
they
Is
were
that
so-
a thing?
Sorry, what?
Do people buy babies?
Yeah, that's like what a lot of adoption is even now. But yeah, no, American couples would come and adopt unwanted children.
Amazing.
But they were just, they were basically sold. There's that movie Philomena. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's
No.
Judi Dench and Steve Coogan. It's quite good, and it's about an Irish woman who's like looking for her son who was taken off her and sold. And
Yeah,
she's,
I've
like,
seen that
a
on
teenager.
Netflix, right? Philomena
Yeah.
Kunk or something like that. Some sort of like travel show. So anyway, what I'm getting at is what's to stop me? I just got a great idea. I could get pregnant like a bunch of times and
Yeah.
sell them.
Mhm.
Money printer,
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah.
I
Could
hadn't thought of it
absolutely do that.
previously.
The Irish pastime.
Yeah, it was
Side
yeah,
hustle.
Could I work
abusing-
myself in to get a cut in some way where like I'm like the fixer? I'm finding freaks who want to buy your babies.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
seems
you
right
can-
up
All
your
right,
alley.
I need a couple things. I need a fixer, all right. I need a producer, right? That's interesting. I need a line producer, and that basically his job is just going to be to impregnate me over and over and over again. So
Patrick.
I don't know, just put a Craigslist out.
That's the good job.
I'll
We'll
do
fly
it.
Patrick
yeah.
over.
What a trooper. Because the babies have to be Irish for
They
it to
do.
count.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're basically worth
It's like
nothing
the
if they're not Irish.
champagne
Yeah, if
sparkling
they're not
wine
Irish.
situation.
Yeah, exactly.
The Irish are also just inherently fertile. They get pregnant like falling off of logs. I imagine
Yeah, even the men.
even the men also get pregnant like falling off
You
logs.
know what? I
course.
think that's more just to do with like condoms only being legalized in 1996
Is that-
or whatever. Like,
we need to do like a trad return movement for Ireland, but just for banging raw.
yeah.
This is
like
what they
turn to
took from
monk.
us.
Trad return is like it's like we need to go back to 4 years ago.
Our life expectancy needs to be 37 years old. Again.
I love that returning to trad would be 4 years ago.
4 years, kind of. Like, abortion was only made legal in like 2016.
We can't talk. We kind of
2018,
it's
2016.
you know what's funny, in the time that it took you to legalize abortion, we already like did it and horseshoed back around.
Yeah,
and
we just
Yeah.
made it illegal again.
we
were
lapped
like,
you on
what?
abortion.
What did Ireland do?
Well,
Make it illegal again.
I think it was like Roe v. Wade. What was that, like late 70s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically Roe v. Wade kind of happened and seemed to be this big push for abortion rights globally. And so then Ireland, being the lovely little Catholic country it is, had a referendum to enshrine anti-abortion laws into our constitution.
Oh my god.
They were just like, hold up.
And then 30 years later, we were like, let's unenshrine that and had a new referendum and reverse it.
I do like that the US was like, we're not going to be out libtarded by Ireland.
It was very funny. It was like when gay marriage was like 3 years earlier, also by referendum. And that was like a quirk in the like they weren't even thinking about it. They were like, just mentioned man and woman as part of marriage. So then it was like, so we had to do a referendum to legalize gay marriage. But I remember when it happened, there was like some politician in Germany was like, it's embarrassing, it's not legal here. Even Ireland just said it. Was like really insulting.
Let's do a little housekeeping here. First of all, I gotta tell the listeners this is a very special episode. It is episode 69 of the Succ. I've been waiting
It's
for
69,
this.
folks.
This is my last episode. I'm gonna retire after this one. I finally made it, folks. We're here.
Someone
Yeah.
let Elon
Taking
Musk
my
know so he
victory
can
lap.
tweet about it.
Yeah.
I'm just
It'll
An
be
kidding.
extra
so
special. We're
epic.
going for 420 minutes tonight as well.
Yeah.
Right, that's
Stick
right.
around.
I can never quit the Succ. What would y'all do without me? I don't know. There would be no video episodes anymore.
We no video episodes now.
It'd be very funny though. I promise you that. But to call it back, in case the listeners on the main line or whatever you call it, where you're not paying for our bonus episodes, what is wrong with you? Why wouldn't you pay for the bonus episodes? I don't understand.
First off, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Second off, I don't have anything else. So just fuck you again. Fuck you.
But
Just live with
in
that.
last week's episode, we did actually say on the episode, we were talking about the British monarchy, and we're like, we need to call somebody right now. And Justine was like, yes, I've got someone I can call right now. And
I was like, I've got a guy.
I thought it was a bit, but lo and behold, Patrick is here with us. Thank you for being here, Patrick.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we thought someone from Ireland would be the perfect person
Yeah.
to talk about this.
A real personal beef, you know?
Yeah.
Well, none of the things that we're talking about are in the show notes. I don't even know how we got onto any of those subject matters. But-
I'll always be able to steer any conversation towards hating the British
Oh, no.
and
Oh, no.
trashing them.
I like
Oh,
that
no.
he was about to say he'll always be able
He
to
can be able to steer it and then-
conversation,
And then drop.
we lost.
and then
the
it's
audio.
out.
Oh no, I might.
Well, let's hope we can get Patrick back. In the meantime, I'm always ready for a good segue. And I wanted to say that this term came to my knowledge this week because of Mother's Day. Against my will, I actually do believe it was created out of bad faith. I don't believe people actually say this, much like a lot of the things we cover on the Succ. But I saw memes where people were comparing fur moms, like fur babies, right? People without kids, they say have fur babies. So of course there's fur moms, which I guess begets the term skin moms, which is people that have, human babies
Actually human.
call themselves skin moms.
Right.
It's horrifying,
right.
dude.
It is
I hate that so much.
one of the worst things I've ever heard.
That's
because
somehow even worse than fur moms, which is already
yes,
the worst thing.
Exactly.
They actually managed to top it.
Which is why I wanted to qualify that I don't actually think that people with kids would say this, because it's such a bad faith. Like, I feel like people made it up in bad faith, and maybe people, reacted to it without irony, making it worse, as the internet does, right? Like, all of a sudden people are like, skin moms, what do you mean? Like, and made like the discourse become like vomit. Internet vomit.
A term that literally nobody is using to describe human moms.
No one has ever said this.
Can I just point out that skin mom is what would, like, that's just like if Leatherface got pregnant.
Thank you.
That's all
it
that
does
skin
sound
mom
like
is.
something from a horror movie.
Yeah.
To me, it sounds like the proud mother of a brood of skinhead children.
That's
Oh no!
I
Like a
actually think
den mother for skinheads.
Right.
skin mom should be
Skin
the term
mom.
for the uncircumcised movement. Like,
What a time
I'm a
to
skin.
return,
I'm a
guys.
proud skin mom. We don't cut.
We got Patrick back.
Just an idea.
Patrick,
whoever
we're
wanted-
talking skin moms, just to catch you up.
It's the opposite of fur moms.
Yeah. How are you?
That-
How is the term skin mom sitting with you?
You know what? Not great.
Can we steer
I like
this
that
into
one.
the territory of furries? Could there be, fur moms are related to furries? Then we have scale moms, which are,
Scale moms.
lizard.
Lizards.
Hot.
Scale moms, which is if you have a fish, shell
Oh,
moms, if
feather
you have shrimp
moms?
that you keep. I'm a shell mom. Okay, I have
Okay.
snails. and
Feather
shrimp.
mom.
Yeah, feather mom for
There we go.
birds.
Bird, I just want to say, like, why are bird people so just fucking weird? They're
Wait,
very
that a
you mean
thing?
like half bird, half people? Like do you live a life where there's just like half birds, half people, and you're like, they're such weird guys,
They're weird dudes.
Racist.
Who
That's
who
racist.
would you guys say is like the weirdest pet person? Because my least favorite personally is rat queers.
Is that
Rat
don't know
queers
any
are
rat
very
gays.
annoying. This is a really niche type of pet owner, but hear me out. I'm going to take you on a bit of a visual adventure here.
okay?
Imagine you're 16, you're going to buy weed. You are going to, it's like a really shitty apartment or trailer or rental home that's like very base tier, horrible. The only furniture inside is like a leather couch and like a huge TV.
Yep.
You're going to be forced to hang out for about 2 hours. This
2
guy
hours.
owns a large dog and he is training him in a really specific language that isn't English because he read about it on the internet somewhere.
He's like
And
German or something.
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
But he doesn't speak German at all.
No,
He's just
he doesn't
memorizing
speak
words. Right?
German. He
Yeah.
memorized like the word sit in German, and he's like, I'm training this dog, and he has this weird fixation that this dog is like powerful or like like more of a warrior than other dogs. He's like, no man, if you get her mad, like for real.
Is this a
That's-
Nazi house?
Yeah, I was gonna
This,
say.
this has to be a
You
Nazi house.
described a pet owner who teaches the dog German commands
Yes.
and talks about a certain
Sit.
power that the dog has.
Nine.
No,
It's something to do
just
with the
like-
blood.
Is
It's
it,
the
a, is
nation.
it a purebred?
No, it's always gonna be some like bullshit. Like, it's like he'll call it like, oh, that's like a German Shepherd pit mix, but it's like definitely just like a weird, whatever.
Just a random mutt.
Yeah. But like, he's not. This type of guy wouldn't be a Nazi. It's just his obsession with the strength of the dog is the same kind of thing that convinces him that if he got really mad, he could win an MMA fight.
That's definitely a type of guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
remember-
this guy.
I met this guy. This is a long buried memory, and he was like, this. I think he was like roommates with this guy I knew very, very briefly, but he was like really friendly, really animated, always had loads of business ideas.
Oh God.
Was a cokehead who dealt
Oh,
coke.
Yeah.
There you go.
But he had this like basset hound, this like old basset hound. It was just like really like saggy skin and just like really lazy and slow, and would just like be like barely getting up and moving from room to room, and he'd always be just like feeding it like little bits of food and this and like whatever he was eating and stuff. And then I found out that dog was 2 years old.
Oh my god! All right.
And I was like, oh my god, he's just ruined this dog.
Oh,
Is this the kind of
After
guy that
2
sells
years.
supplements and stuff, or tries
Yeah.
to get you to sell supplements? Like he
No, it
invites
was just
you to
Coke. He was
Starbucks?
selling Coke. He was just, yeah.
He was a
Mostly
Coke.
I love how
Yeah.
Patrick's
He
like,
did
let's
Coke.
just
He was a
Oh,
Coke,
oh,
let's-
okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a
Fascinated
type
Coke.
of supplement, really. I mean,
He had,
it-
yeah.
way too much
Honestly.
credit.
Oh,
Way too
another
much
really specific type of pet owner, metalhead snake guy.
Oh, big
Oh
time.
god.
I was
Yeah.
about to mention snake guys. Yeah,
Is
that's
that
a
bad?
whole
They
genre.
I
always
find them repulsive.
they always have a
Oh.
sword too, but like not like
I
a
almost
cool
went out with
sword.
one.
No, it's
Yeah.
like a mall ninja sword
Yes.
with
Yeah,
like that
mall ninja,
rainbowy blade. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like iridescent for
Listen,
some
yeah.
reason. like-
yeah, it's got
The
like
one-
knuckle spikes.
And like an Iron
Uh-huh.
Maiden blanket. Yeah, I know the guy.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah.
The one
and
snake
the snake
guy I
is like
know.
poorly cared for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the snake
There's-
is going to die very soon.
It's
They,
not
they go through
thriving.
snakes like like it's nothing.
It's a snake a week at this point.
It's burning through snakes, man.
No, that's how it is. The one
Rent
snake guy I know.
400,
One
electricity
snake guy I know,
200,
he-
snakes 20,000. Please help me budget. My family is starving. I'm sorry, Kim. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the one snake guy that I know. He's always posting pictures where he's got a very dapper suit on. He's always suited up, and it's like crazy suits, like Willy Wonka tier suits, just like purple and it's one time a full suit top with the jacket and the tie, but with board shorts. Just all kinds of interesting
What?
choices this
I
man
like
makes.
this guy.
And then
Okay,
he's got a
Snake
different
guy
snake around his neck or his arm, whatever. Every single week, a different snake.
He's
So I don't know if he's
accessorizing them.
renting them or if he's just,
You know what?
Is he
Yeah.
like a... Sorry, go on.
Oh, I was
Anyway, he
just
needs
going to say.
to. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
We haven't
6
been
people.
on with so
A lot
many
of
people in a
people.
while.
It's 6 people episode.
You
The
just
last
gotta
time I
forge
was
ahead,
on, it was
guys.
me, Willow, and Ashley, and we just,
Yeah.
Stared
at
the small
funny.
ones goes
Fill the
toes
air.
move.
Yeah.
Perfect.
okay. So who wants to talk?
At least
We should let our
we'll
guest
use
go.
that new thing. Yeah, Patrick, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say he sounds like he's like a pickup artist, but for like snakes. He's like, here's how you
Chris
get a new
Angel.
snake. A new snake every week.
Like
with
mystery.
my techniques.
Yeah.
He has to seduce them. Yeah, he can't.
Just like pick out which snake he's gonna get. He's gonna like make the girl horny with.
Yeah,
she's definitely a gardener. She loves
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Well, he's
Not
not
her,
gonna
she's
pay
a
for
boa.
the snake. That's yeah.
How do we feel about bearded dragon guys?
Worse
Wait,
than
wait.
snake guys.
Yeah, we gotta
Like-
define this a little better.
Definitely lonelier.
Mhm.
It's just it's an aura thing. I don't have anything to back that
I
up. It
think
just feels that way.
I've met
Oh, yeah.
two
I thought
types
you
of
meant the guy was bearded and he had a dragon as a
no,
pet.
no,
But
no,
you mean
guys
a
with bearded
okay.
dragons.
that would
yeah.
be great.
They
That
would
would,
bring
yeah,
them
that
out
guy
and walk 'em
fucks.
around
That
like they're
guy's
dogs.
cool.
This is how my brain works. Yeah,
Also,
I
there's
hope
two
anyone who
bearded guys
has a
with
dragon
dragons. Yeah, that's
does
the
have a
thing.
beard.
There's two types of bearded dragon guys. There's like guys who have bearded dragons because they kind of are bearded dragons. They're just like chill dudes.
Mhm.
Right.
They fell
and then
into
there's-
it.
Yeah, exactly. It just makes
Mhm.
sense. It's their
Mhm.
buddy.
They
And then
adopted
there's
a
the
bearded dragon.
guys who don't have a personality, so they get a bearded dragon.
Ah, yeah, like something weird, but not that high maintenance.
Yeah,
It's-
just
yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Gonna come over and see my bearded dragon.
exactly.
You're gonna love it.
Is he uncircumcised?
House smells like the tank.
Skin dads.
Is he a skin? Oh,
Is he a bearded or an
Mine's
unbearded dragon?
unbearded. Yeah, mine's
Yeah.
unbearded.
Hashtag skin dad. Skin dads. Bearded dragons.
hashtag
Hashtag
dag.
Dragon Dad.
dragon. Hashtag skin dragon dad. Uncircumcised bearded dragons. Everyone.
That's like a very specific subreddit.
Yeah.
Uncircumcised bearded dragon owners.
We do not cut our bearded dragons, everyone.
That is the type of subreddit that would have the most dedicated tyrannical mod you've ever seen in
Yeah,
your entire
it's like
life.
6 people that post, but they post every fucking day.
Like that
And
guy
then
is
there's-
ruling the bearded dragon sub with an iron fist.
Yeah. But then there's like subreddit drama because it turns out he doesn't have a bearded dragon.
No,
And it splits, and there's 3 and 3
factions within
factions within the uncircumcised bearded dragon.
Wow.
Okay, great. We've
Yeah,
invented a whole
that
thing.
subreddit's got more action than our
Dragons
Discord,
and
so step up, Discord users. Can we get some? I need to get some advice on this, Patrick. Maybe you can help. I saw this Twitter post this week where I don't even really know what the context is. I didn't share it. Wait, maybe I did. Either way, it looks like it's an article where like these millennials in Silicon Valley or San Francisco, like tech companies, are like using like a fake British accent to like lighten the blow in conversations that they feel uncomfortable. Like, I'll just read a quote here. It says, this person's name can't possibly be real. Brenton Parker, a 30-year-old who lives in the Bay Area, says that she needed to talk about approaching burnout. And she says to her boss, I said, it's affecting me mental health, isn't it?
Oh no.
And my boss said, was like, why did you say it like that? And she said, I think it adds levity to a vulnerable situation. The tougher the conversation, the more cockney I become.
Wow.
Hold on.
Were there
hold on.
any-
I'm reading the rest of this post. I just need to call out the next name. This post. Klitterfink.
What
Again,
the fuck, man? That's not real.
Rat queer.
Can't be real.
I would
That's a rat
guess that
Rat
either these
Yeah.
people, either Brinton Parker and Critterfink, or more likely, I would say the person who wrote this article probably had a very, very large, powerful magnet near their brain when they wrote it.
I'm searching LinkedIn right now for Critterfink, and unfortunately, I've already found a result. Christopher, parentheses, Critterfink, lives in Brooklyn, New York. Sales
Naturally.
supervisor. So yeah, that's disappointing because
so sorry.
just looking at this person's picture, I believe. Oh my god, I think it's the person. Oh my god, yeah.
There's only one Critterfink there. I refuse to believe that there's more than one Critterfink. Of course, that's a person.
Yeah.
I
That's
found
definitely the person.
I found what Critterfink looks like, and it's
Yeah,
like
I did too. It's
Ashley calling out rat queer. Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed
You
it.
got-
Nailed
you
it.
gotta
now
show
we're gonna
me
look
Nailed
up
it.
Brenton Parker.
I was about to
Oh,
say
wait.
Critterfink sounds like someone who owns a rat, but it's actually just sounds like a rat. Like
Yeah, maybe it just is the rat.
it sounds
All right,
like
I found
a
Brenton Parker. He does not look 30 at all. If you said this, Brenton, shame on you. What the fuck is wrong with? Oh, maybe he is 30. He just had a rough go.
Critterfink.
Critterfink, man. That is a very non-binary
This says
rat
he lives
person
in
name.
Florida, so this can't be the person. But yeah,
Nah,
also
it could
yeah.
be. Maybe they
No,
moved.
no. Brenton was supposed to be a woman in this article, so I don't
I'm
know
sorry,
what
but,
the
like-
source of this is.
I'm sorry, but like using a British accent to like soften the blow of like a joke or like ease your anxiety or some shit is like the most like early 2000s Invader Zim ass fucking thing. Like
Yeah.
fuck you. No, I thought we moved past that as a society.
Mm-mm.
I hate that shit, man.
I think you need to it's like it's something we do well over here is just like very effective tactical use of bullying to discourage certain types of behavior that
Acute,
cannot
isolated bullying.
just constant, consistent, get everyone in line. I actually, speaking of that, I know two people actually who like grew up a little bit in England and then came over here and had English accents. They were like 4 or 5, went to school and just like got it bullied out of them. They just spoke with Irish accents now because everyone made fun of them, and so they were just like, I guess I'll speak in this way that people won't make fun of me. And now they have Irish accents.
I
I'm
saw the
trying to
same thing.
imagine if in the UK that people would use an American accent out of nowhere to soften the blow of something.
God,
like,
I fucking hope
No,
not.
we
That would
we
be
use it to
so-
harden the blow if we want like if we're
your uncle is an alcoholic, y'all.
yeah.
I'm
Every
only
time you
talking
go
to
lay
one.
someone off, you just like go into a deeply The Office accent.
Mm.
I watched the same thing happen. I knew a guy and his family moved over from Yorkshire, and their whole family, besides like the oldest three, and there was like 6 of them, they all lost their accents within a year. Like the kids, which it was incredible. Like they just were straight up American. Like they lost any hint of any English accent at all.
It's unfortunate. I quite like the Yorkshire accent.
I liked it too. Yeah. It's a nice one.
I honestly love accents, and I really hate the idea of ever approaching some kind of weird like appropriation or whatever. I just love accents. I love the way that someone sounds speaking a certain dialect or another language altogether. And,
well,
and
Phil, you have
that
quite a pleasant accent.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. But my point is just that I think people should appreciate, like, to hear that someone will go somewhere else and give up their accent. I'm just like, damn, that's a shame, because accents are beautiful, man. Like, I love, like, I always want to speak. I stopped doing this a long time ago. Speaking of this whole article we're talking about, like, people in America, so quickly you say something about anybody from another country, they want to do the accent right back to them. And it's like, God, please don't fucking do that. Like, that's annoying. That's not cool. But like, I do have that urge, because I'm like, your voice is so beautiful. I love the way you sound. Like, I want to do that too. But I'm like, no, I have to go do that in my own house by myself, so I don't be disrespectful. But I also do things in my own house where I'll just like, my wife left, my kids are daycare, and I'll just go upstairs to my kitchen and be like, fat dicks. Like, that's just, these are problems I have to deal with on my own.
That's,
I love the
that's
idea.
what the Tungsten Baldo profile is for.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
love
always
the
find
idea-
it. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, I just love the idea of like, your your family goes out for the day, so you like close the curtains and then just like practice a Yorkshire accent. Like,
I always find it really good that like, I always think that whenever like I see a British actor, or like Irish actor, or whatever, or Australian, and they like play an American, and the best ones are when the actor knows that they have to pick like a regional accent, because the U.S. has like, I mean, it's subtle, but they have like a wide range of accents that we have here. Like and some of them are incredibly nuanced. Like the New York metro area, where most of my family's from, why, like, even just like Brooklyn, Queens will have like slightly different accents. New Jersey, like South Jersey, North Jersey, it's crazy. And then if they pick one and then they do it right, it adds it's like you don't even realize it. It makes like the whole character like so much more believable.
yeah, and on the flip side, that I think when British or American actors try and do Irish accents, is they always fail when they try and just do like general Irish accent. You know what I mean?
Like
it's
the
just, they're not like
Midwest.
picking Cork, they're not picking somewhere in South or North Dublin, they're not picking Mayo. It's just they're like, so there's like inflections that are only found in the north of the country, and then like it just goes through all the counties, like, and it's just yeah.
It just sounds like a generic like leprechaun when an American does like a really bad Irish accent, where it's just like nobody talks like that exactly.
No,
like,
it's really misses the subtleties of it, and it's just it's very it really
it's racist. We can say it. Just say it.
Yeah,
it's racist.
I've always found it
Against the American
little...
race. Right, everyone.
I've always found it a little odd that, like, for some reason, Australian actors seem to just nail the American accent every time. I don't know what it is about Australians, but they just do it.
It freaks me out.
Yeah.
it might be their media consumption.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
You go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I think maybe
it's better
like,
if you just talk over each other and go. The strongest argument will win out, and I'll edit out the weaker. Okay.
I don't like that. I don't like the
Darwinism.
survival of the fittest podcasting
Being
method.
polite here.
Survival of the loudest.
This is like 2000s MTV. We're not here to be polite. We're here to fucking have sex in a shitty ass condo that MTV rented for us for the next 6 months.
This is the WWE Attitude Era of podcasting.
Well, isn't that what they used to say on the Real World? They'd be like,
TV.
"We're not here to be polite." I don't know what they're here for, but it's
it
not
was
polite.
the Real World. They'd be like, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to win." Yeah,
but you didn't win on the Real World. You just
I don't know.
there wasn't a contest. You just lived together.
Was it not whoever was the most real?
You're out. You were fucking fake as shit this week, Damascus. Get out of the house. That was a real character on the Real World. I remember that was the 2008. Was the 2008 series.
I don't
Yeah.
want to fully derail here, but do you guys remember the show Next?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I loved that show
No.
so
Is that the
much.
one where they can hit the button to like get a next person?
They,
I don't think it was
am
a
I
button,
misremembering?
but
In a
they
bus,
just, yeah,
right?
they're just like,
yeah,
They
it was
said
the
it.
bus. Yeah, and they
Okay.
had a selection of psychopaths who like it would be they would have to reveal 3 things about themselves, and it'd always be like, "Hi, I'm Katie. I work retail. I live with my parents, and sometimes I set cats on fire for fun. So excited for this date." And it's like, wait, what?
I absolutely remember that show.
Yeah, I was addicted to that show.
I was in the what TLR, is that what it was called? Where you come home? I can't remember what it was
TRL.
called.
TRL.
Yeah, you come home from school and it was
Yeah.
Carson Daly with a bunch of 16-year-olds and
One
trying to
finger nail painted.
yeah, and and all those shows were part of that era, and it was super weird. But like the Real World reminds me of that for sure. Was that an MTV show? Now that I think about
Yeah.
it, wow.
Yeah.
They were all MTV. Also, I just found a bunch of the actual like bios of people that they put
please.
on Next.
Please, we need to hear this.
Ashley, 20,
I had-
collects Starburst wrappers, idolizes Bob Barker, pooped in a box and mailed it to her ex-boyfriend.
I'm literally looking at the same exact one as you read that.
Must be the first thing that comes up.
It's
on
it's
Google.
Ashley Gordon.
Oh,
Weird.
sorry, guys. Yeah.
Matt, 22.
I'm a time
Matt,
traveler.
22, has a chronic sweating problem, offended by people who eat veal, had sex while talking on the phone to his church pastor.
That sounds right.
Well, been there.
I need to hear the call.
It's funny because we didn't have like
Yes,
Real World
that's
or
true.
2RL, so my only exposure to them was like through like the Josie and the Pussycats movie, and then
Based.
also She's All That.
Oh, yeah.
Rachel Ian
Yeah.
Cook. I mean,
Yeah, I was just
this
about to
is
say,
a
right,
through
they're
line
both
here.
Rachel E. Cook movies.
Love her.
What did you guys have over there? What did you have? Bad, shitty reality TV?
Yeah, it came a little. I mean, we had. I mean, I didn't watch it, but like, there's like The Only Way is Essex, and what else was there? We had this amazing one, so called California. That
California?
Tala is an area in
Okay.
Dublin that's
Ah,
kind of working class. But so there was a reality TV show, obviously just like aping the Jersey Shore,
I was just
Yeah.
about to say, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
looking it
yeah.
up.
there
This
were
is
tons
just
of
called-
those. Yeah.
called California, and it like no one watched it, but then these two lads, I think they were like radio presenters, had a YouTube channel where they like made fun of California, and then their like YouTube videos making fun of it like went viral globally. And like no one was watching the original show. But there's like some amazing quotes that still stick in my head where like it was all these, and it's crazy because they're all like younger. They were so young. They're all like 19, 20. But it was like one of the guys, Cormac, was like this big meathead, and they were doing the shop for the house. I think they put them all in a house together, and he was buying like 40 eggs or something. And they were like,
Do what?
they were like, you're buying 40 eggs. Why do you need so many eggs? And he was like, it's not that many. It's only like, that's only 4 eggs per bloke per day. Like,
I love this guy.
I'm looking at him too. He looks so fucking Irish. It's insane.
yeah,
What's
he's got a
funny-
big fucking Mick head on him. Like,
Giant ass head.
yeah.
Oh yeah, great.
I actually didn't know that you guys had this type of white trash over there.
Fuck yeah.
Let me ask you this I'm not as good at Googling things. Y'all seem to be like on the, like you'll be talking about something, you pull it up. I don't. I just use my imagination. This is what I'm imagining. Ever since I saw the second season of White Lotus, I like put so many like guys into this category of that dude on White Lotus that was dating the assistant that like fucked his uncle or whatever. Do you know
Not
what I'm
very
talking?
symlar. You're right on
Yes,
the nose.
yeah,
That is
you
that
are.
type of
Thank
guy. It's
Okay.
that type of guy.
Yep.
That
Probably
type
not
of
as good looking,
European
but
dude.
you know. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I thought this was solely an American sickness, the Jersey
No,
Shore
God,
effect.
no.
This is like I'm looking at a photo and like
That was
If
an
they
era.
didn't
That was a
have-
global era.
Yeah, it
If
really
they
was.
didn't
yeah.
have the like European physiognomy in the face, you could tell me that these guys were just from Jersey Shore.
Oh, there are New Jerseys
So
all
Irish.
around the
He's
world.
so Irish looking.
So many fucking Irish people at the Jersey Shore, man. There are literal Irish people that work at the Jersey Shore. I used to go to Wildwood all the time. They had like a work exchange program. Tons of fucking Irish people there.
We actually this is tangentially related, but like there's been a crazy, I guess, scandal that happened recently over here, where and connected to these people, like a big thing that was very popular when I guess I was growing up, and now was like fake tan, is where like girls would just paint themselves like orange, with fake tan. But there was an article posted in the Irish Times, which is like a national newspaper, that was an opinion piece that was like fake tan is like racist because it's, you know, changing your skin color. And then everyone was like they were obviously just posting rage bait, but then everyone was kind of looking at it, and they were looking at the profile picture of the woman who wrote it, and they were like, this is AI generated. This is fake. And and then they took it down, and apparently it was like an AI bot got this article posted in this like on this newspaper's website. It was insane. And everyone was just like, how did this happen? It was just like
It's only the beginning.
Oh
yeah, kind of, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
It was wild. Yeah. Anyway,
Plenty more of that to come.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
So guys, I don't mean to derail, which seems to be the theme of the episode. We all just kind of keep derailing, which it works. But I was trying to do some housekeeping, if you will, about 20 minutes ago. I didn't get to the other part of it, which is that it's episode 69. Patrick is with us, but also Kim has not been with us for many episodes. I'm so glad to have you back, Kim.
Oh, wow.
And
good.
I just
really
was
happy.
curious.
Yeah.
Well, what's been going on? Where have you been at for the past many weeks?
I've been fine. I was in rehab actually.
Wait, what? You were?
For what?
I didn't know any of
No,
that.
listen, we don't gotta get into the why I was in there,
Sorry,
what I was
that's-
addicted to. We all know, okay? I think
My
we can
bad.
guess.
I don't know
Starts
the
with an
etiquette.
H, right? Hot dogs, right? So I was I went to a facility called the FFF, with the Frankfurt Freedom facility. It's a beautiful location. It's in Florida, Orlando,
Aw.
actually.
It's a quadruple F right there.
Yeah, no, it's a good triple F. So I mean, it's all good. I'm sticking with it. You know, I haven't had hot dogs in 33 days, 2 hours, and
Congratulations.
11 minutes.
Oh my god.
Way to go,
Yes.
Kim.
Did they give you a coin?
No, I don't have a coin, but I am sticking with the special diet. They have me on a special diet, basically. I can't eat hot dogs, you know. So they
Yeah,
let
because
me-
if you eat them, it makes you really sick. If you
Oh,
try
God,
to eat
no,
the hot
yeah.
dogs on that diet,
And
I
at
tried.
this point, no, try. And if I were to go back and eat a hot dog right now, I mean, it could kill me. You know, if I just whole hogged it and did the whole thing, you know, I would.
Because your hot dog
OD.
tolerance is so low now.
It's
because
so low. It's because my tolerance was through the roof. I was
for hot
mainlining
dogs. Yeah.
5-6 Nathans a day previously to this. So anyway, I you know, they gave me like a replacement type thing. I can only eat potatoes. I came up with the bit before I knew our guest was Irish. So that's nothing to do.
Really shoving it
So
in
it's
his
not
face,
racist.
honestly.
I'm
That's
just like,
pretty
yeah,
weird.
there's no problem with
It's not-
that. What's wrong?
It's not racist. It's a thing. Maybe you don't know about it. I don't know. But in any case, you know, I can only eat potatoes, guys. You know, I can't even cook them or anything. So this is all I got. You know.
Honestly, though, it was a pretty good time for you to get off the hot dogs because, like, more and more, the hot dogs that you can get on the street are just like vegan hot dogs.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh,
The mustard's fine though. That's outside of the.
Yeah.
I'm within eyesight of an oven. I can see it.
Yeah, I can see.
What? What? So what?
All right. You know.
Why is the? Why can't you
Is there
cook
another
them?
way to eat this that you guys are not telling me about?
It's. I think that the problem is when
Not
you
to me,
cook-
that's perfect. The mustard's a little far, but I'm going to
Patrick
respect your
approved.
customs. Yeah. I've no problem with people eating potatoes. I'll just warn you about it being the only thing you guys eat because, something can come along and
Take it away.
Oh, you're telling me they could take potatoes away from me now too?
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
it could happen. It's been known.
Never heard of that before.
Don't let Britain get anywhere near your supply
Near,
of
yeah,
potatoes.
just your
Kim.
potatoes.
It's fine because in America we
won't.
have these things. Basically, our crop, if you will, our staple food is hot pockets. I would say. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys
We grow them
enjoy
in
Hot
fields.
Pockets. I enjoyed this. Came to the group chat at some point this week. I lost track of who posted it, but I hate this. I hate this so fucking much.
I love it.
That Hot Pockets and Magic the Gathering did a collaboration and posted it on Reddit. 6 flavors that never made it past our test kitchen.
Yeah.
What? How many fucking flavors do you have for a Hot Pocket Magic the Gathering collab?
Apparently a lot. And I think I posted this to the group chat because I got advertised it on Reddit.
Of course
And
you
I was
did.
embarrassed. Yeah, because I would have, right?
Hot
I
Pockets?
couldn't believe it. I thought it was a joke, but it's not.
Hot Pockets
It
and
can't
Magic the
be
Gathering
real.
both did some audience profiling. They realized their target persona was the same person.
Yeah.
The Venn diagram
There's
of
a huge process.
yeah, dude.
Have you ever played Magic the Gathering
I have.
before?
I love Magic the
Okay,
Gathering. I
but
also
then
love
you
Hot
know
Pockets.
that all these people are eating Hot Pockets, yeah, and they have a full ass out. Their pants are on, but yet somehow their full ass is out, and a Hot Pocket's in there.
Yeah.
That's what.
It's
That's
up inside.
How it's
Now, I
prepared.
have a complaint I would like to lodge against the Hot Pockets Corporation. Only one of these flavors seems to be actually named after something Magic the Gathering. Pizza of the Veil is what it's called.
Pizza of the
But if
Veil.
you look, I mean, the rest is just, Italian style meatballs and mozzarella,
Yeah, but there's like a Magic the Gathering style person eating it, In
Well, there's
Harvard.
always a Magic the Gathering style person eating a hot
I have literally no idea what's going on here. Everything
full-
I'm looking at looks entirely photoshopped and not real at all.
No, that's the
egg, and
fake
cheese,
ones.
But okay.
So the what was posted there is the Hot Pocket marketing team. They grabbed all the fake ones that people made and were like, "Look at how funny we are! Look at buy our shit!"
Okay. There's
But they
real
actually
ones.
did make ones that are Magic the Gathering, but they don't their names of them are exactly like what you guys are saying that
Well,
they're
this
not
is just
themed.
This is just regular marketing. I mean, it's like putting Mario on fruit snacks at this point. Like what?
That's exactly what it's like,
What-
but it's
why-
enough.
why-
But it's for adults.
enough.
Yeah.
I just
I don't
want
know.
Trailer Park Boys, Pepsi at this point. Like, why?
those mac and cheeses they make that are shaped like different things, little SpongeBob's or whatever. I swear those
Letterkenny
taste
mac and
different.
cheese. There we go.
Ugh.
I have a
Please.
question.
Please.
How do you cook Hot Pockets?
You nuke them.
Microwave.
Microwave, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have
And-
these weird
Wait, you guys are
cancer-inducing
putting those in the
sleeves.
microwave?
It's like a fleshlight for your Hot Pockets. They go in
Yeah.
the
Why am I just learning?
You just
about-
go like this really, really
Yeah.
fast as you can, and it cooks itself basically.
Also,
Yeah.
and Patrick, you know how in the EU you guys have all those very standardized cords and you have the special wall outlet and everything?
Mm-hmm.
In American kitchens when we build homes, it has the little hot pocket slot built into the
Yeah.
wall. So you just shove it in. Yeah. Like a banker's tube, those little things
it-
where they give
You
you
can put
bubble
other
gum.
things in there too, huh?
Oh yeah.
Is it like an old cigarette lighter in a car? Just like
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. Yeah.
My favorite thing about stuff like Hot Pockets is that they are meant to be 100%, 1,000% cooked in a microwave, but they always have these other directions on them that are like, put them in the oven at 385 degrees for 45 minutes and check internal temperature to make sure that it is.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
use a meat thermometer.
who are these directions for? Who?
Talk about an exercise in futility. The guy writing the oven directions on the fucking
Oh, really?
Hot
'Cause,
Pocket
like,
box.
Oh, yeah.
my dumb ass would be following those directions. I'm telling you.
I mean, that might be a superior Hot Pocket. I mean, could be the greatest Hot Pocket ever.
Have
I
you
can
never,
imagine-
Phil, have you never in the oven? You've never.
Kim, have you ever in the oven
Well, listen.
with your potatoes?
Not me, because I'm just learning that you have to cook Hot Pockets. But a friend of mine who just texted me just now has I've made lots of Hot Pockets in the oven, and there's some advantages to that. You can make like 4 at a time, first of all, because 1 or 2 are never sufficient, right?
Mhm.
And
Right,
then
right.
you know you basically just got these little meat pies. You know, it really changes the game. It's a different game, and you don't got to use that weird sleeve, the cardboard. You don't got to
Right. That's
worry
the cancer. right
that
there.
the temperature is all fucked up on
crisper.
it. The crisper. You know,
Yeah,
you
well,
don't.
sleeve.
You know
The
when you
oven
got to use the
crisps it.
crisper, you're getting cancer.
Cooked.
You know, 60. It's 60. If you make it to 60 and you get that cancer diagnosis, you know it's from
The
the
Hot Pocket sleeve.
Hot Pocket sleeve.
You
And you
gotta
know it's
time
also
it
worth
right
it.
though. You gotta time it because it takes like fucking 3 hours to make them in the oven, and you know you might not be high anymore by the time
Yeah.
it comes out. So you gotta like
Why?
I always
Why did-
hated them.
Why do they call it oven when you oven the cold food of hot eat the food?
I will say, Kim, I've been doing a lot of edibles lately, and it's allowed me to start really finely tuning my food to the high.
yes,
Nice.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Like
'Cause you
because edibles are so like
Edible
okay,
in, hot
I
pocket
have
in.
90 minutes. Yeah, and it's perfect. It's incredible. You can set your watch by it. You can order your DoorDash. You can throw a potato in the oven. Who knows?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
what
It's
a
really
like
time.
good.
composing a symphony, or you know what I mean.
Yes, exactly.
Except for
Well,
Hot Pocket.
okay. Speaking of edibles, we have to talk about this.
Must we?
And rest in peace, Willow. She's not dead, but she's not here. So I just wanted to
Oh,
say,
Jesus.
enjoy your evening, rest and relax. That's all.
What the
R&R.
hell?
Relax in peace, Willow. I'm just sorry,
Relax
everyone.
in peace.
It's a
I don't know
terrible
why
joke.
we did this.
I'll
Phil.
edit it out. Should I edit it out?
No.
Phil,
Whenever I say
Phil.
should I edit it out, that's just
You
the
never
easy
do.
way for me to not have to edit it out.
Yeah.
You like that trick?
But you have to edit out
Remember
you
that,
saying,
everyone.
should I edit it out? So,
Yeah.
No, let's not
that
edit any
stays
of
in.
this
That's how
out,
it's a
please.
No, this
meta
is staying.
comment.
okay, all right.
Anyway,
Don't edit it out.
Willow gave us this Justin Murphy character on Twitter. The funniest post I have fucking read in so long. Cannabis
yes,
today
yes.
is absolutely insane. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to skip ahead, but I'm going to note is a bullet point that Justin went to the local sketchy head shop because he needed pipe cleaners for his
Yeah,
tobacco
that's
pipe.
it.
Like, shut the fuck up, Justin. Go to Hobby Lobby.
He's also a blue check. That needs to be noted.
Well, thank
before.
you. Yes, that is extremely
yes,
important.
very relevant. Yeah.
It goes on to say that he, for some reason, he couldn't use his credit card for pipe cleaners at the head shop. I would have slapped this guy if I worked at the head shop. I'd be like, "You're here to buy pipe cleaners and use your debit card." And anyway, that's his justification for buying 2 CBD gummies for $3. And then later that night, he decides to eat one. I don't know why. He doesn't sound like the type of guy that would enjoy it. But it says, before you know it, the time is 3:30 a.m. and I'm researching near-death experiences to understand what the afterlife really means. And that's a low dose of a popular low-key. This guy, I will say, I went through his whole Twitter profile. He sucks really fucking bad. Like one of the worst people. I hate this person.
I write his bio is I write a newsletter about philosophy, social science, and technology. Can you even imagine how terrible that newsletter is?
Also, I just to be clear, this thing that Phil is reading from, it is an exceptionally long tweet because
So
he's a
long.
blue check. He has that like you can write an essay in a tweet, like thousands of characters. And this is literally like, I mean, you have to scroll to read the whole thing, and I'm on my desktop with a big
It's
monitor.
awful.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I might get some pushback here, but like, is the elephant in the room that like CBD does fucking nothing, right?
Yes.
It literally
Yes.
does
It is-
nothing. Yeah.
It is a
That's
non.
basically the joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
God, what a
if you're being this guy's friend where he's freaking out because he ate a CBD edible? I'd be like, go to bed, like have 2 or 3 cocktails and go to fucking sleep. Like,
If
why
this
is
guy's your
problem?
friend, though, you're like, oh, this dude's writing an essay tweet for sure right now.
Yeah. Oh,
Bullshit.
yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to point out, I went to go find this tweet. I don't use Twitter. Sorry, Justine and Patrick. I just
It's
don't.
okay.
But I went to go find this tweet so I could link it easily in the show notes, and saw many other tweets that are extremely fucking stupid. He quote retweeted a woman breastfeeding, and he says, these photos are getting absurd. This is partially family oriented and partially pornographic. That's so violent to the senses. Yet people like it, I guess. And dude, there's literally absolutely nothing even close to pornographic about this woman breastfeeding the baby. I don't understand what is wrong with this man. Like, how could you look at this image and type that out and it's still not been
This is a
deleted?
deeply Catholic man.
It's
This is an AI.
Okay.
I'm just going to put
Honestly,
that out there.
His profile pic
Insanely
looks
horny.
fake.
His
True, good
profile
point.
looks fake. Look at his profile picture. It looks like one of those AI generated photos that came out
Yeah,
like
yeah.
3 years ago, where they were like,
No,
"Look
that's
how
not
good these are."
Yeah, this
But you can
person
tell
does
that
not
there's something
exist.
off.
Yeah.
That's
here's
not
some-
one of them, though.
Here's something else, Matt. Just bear with me, Matt.
Okay,
I mean,
all right.
listen to these words
Listening.
that a supposedly human man wrote. Okay. AI safety has a lot in common with climate change, predicated on a murky expectation of a black swan non-literarity. It's correct to speak in the existential register. It's just not clear what are the probabilities of the really negative outcomes. I mean, this isn't even good AI. This is, this is
fucking hate this guy, dude.
several
Sorry,
generations back.
Hearing that
Correct.
gave me like
Sorry.
CBD gummy anxiety.
I clicked on his newsletter link,
Same.
and it says philosophy and technology for the ungovernable.
Oh yes, of course.
Oh,
All right,
oh, so he's
good.
just—he's not an AI. He's a libertarian.
Libertarian.
Can I also
Actually,
point out he's
easy
just
to
like
mix
this whole thing, he's using like the specific default WordPress layout too.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
have to
very
see this.
annoying and very
Oh,
like
look at this
right
tweet.
there.
This one says there are only 2 types of people in the world right now: minimum wage retail workers who are blitzed to the gills with cannabis and doing absolutely nothing, and post-economic health freaks blitzed to the gills with cold plunge and nootropics and also
Of course.
doing nothing.
Oh
Ashley's
my
like rocking out
Hell
to
yeah,
both of these
dude.
things.
Blitz to the gills
I'm the
doing
second one.
no shit.
I'm blitzed to the
Same.
gills. I'm cold pilled. I'm.
I do have to be
frigid
honest.
self.
I have been hitting an extremely strong live resin tap pen since before we started the episode.
Justine, it's not like you to get high
Oh, yeah.
before an episode.
I know.
Is everything
I know.
okay?
What are you doing? What are you?
No,
what are you
I was
doing?
just I was going to say that I think I'm really starting to get some anxiety and some very strong symptoms.
Listen
Well,
to
let's
this
mix
one.
it up here. Oh, go ahead.
Language is a virus, as Burroughs says. That means it can be hacked. I see no reason to take this seriously.
what? Like,
This is deeply
Guy is
unserious
the
person.
Fucking worst, man.
I'm a big fan of William S. Burroughs, by the way. I have no idea what this man's talking about.
Can you get like a
I also-
vapid check mark on Twitter where you're just like, oh yeah, the gray check mark means this person is just.
They should
vapid
take away
posting.
everybody's blue check marks and make
Oh,
them
yeah.
meaningless.
I've
That's what I would do.
decided.
They did though. That's the thing.
If I owned Twitter,
I've decided that his whole post about the CBD thing, it actually wasn't about the CBD at all. This whole thing is a pretense. He wanted to mention that he's a guy who smokes a pipe, like a tobacco pipe.
oh
He
yeah,
really wanted to work
and
that
that's
in.
so true.
Yeah.
It's so fucking true.
The whole thing about the
Smoking guy
CBD
who smokes
doesn't
a
matter. He just wants you to know that he smokes a tobacco pipe. I've
Imagine being a tobacco smoke piping guy that's so proud that you got to tweet about it, but you also tweet about going to buy pipe cleaners at the head shop. I'm like,
Which, by the way, just use a Q-tip, you freak.
yeah, thank you,
Fucking
What is
moron, dude?
the
Go to
disconnect
Michael's.
here?
I can get a bong spotless in 20 minutes given enough sea salt and water, okay? Like, you don't need special little tools to clean your shitty tobacco pipe. I hate you.
Just smoke harder,
pipe
dude.
cleaners are for arts and crafts, for making little men.
They're for babies.
Little dudes.
Yeah.
You can little
Pipe
animals.
cleaners in what are the eyes called? The
Googly eyes.
Googly eyes.
Googly eyes.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, I went to the head shop to buy googly eyes for my pipe. They wouldn't take my card for 50 cents for 50 googly eyes, so I bought heroin. And now I'm dying.
Imagine if he was buying
I hate it when that
buying a pipe cleaner for his like meth pipe, and then he's like, I thought I'd give CBD a try. And it fucked me
He
up.
just loses his mind.
I'll stick to smooth meth from now on.
This guy is the type of rare guy who has first time I smoked weed thoughts just as his baseline, but that's it.
Oh yeah.
Never
yeah.
go anywhere else. It's just like that's his normal. So when he did do CBD, it like made him go completely insane.
Yeah, he
Those
actually got.
people exist,
He was.
yeah.
He was normal for 10 minutes and he hated it.
He couldn't take it. He couldn't handle being a normal person.
He had to go post on Twitter.
Object permanence and self
For a brief second, he was smart enough to know how stupid he is.
That actually tracks really hard.
Yeah.
He's like
It's
reading
like-
his tweets and being like, "Am I a dumbass? Am I a fucking moron?"
It's like, have you seen those TikTok videos of the dogs that they teach to talk with the little buttons?
Yeah.
And then that one had like an existential crisis.
Tree.
Yeah.
It's like, why sad? Why
This is the
dog?
perfect
Why
example.
am I dog? It's so sad. And that's what he experienced on CBD.
Kill me, kill me.
That reminds me of there was a chimp called that they tried to teach to
to talk.
Project Nim.
They raised
and
him
his-
with a kid, right? Yeah.
And the longest what does it say? Okay. The longest sentence in inverted commas was the 16-word long, and this is it. Give orange, me give, eat orange, me
Yes.
eat orange, give me eat orange,
Yes.
give me you.
I love this. You're hitting upon something that I really enjoy about talking ape/monkey lore, which is whenever they talk, there's a suspicious demand for treats always scattered throughout. And you'll notice once you start decoding it, and they always select it like Koko, that fucking gorilla. What a fraud! I'm just gonna
Fraud.
put it
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
May she
Koko
rest in
fraud.
peace.
Helen
Koko
Keller.
was a
fraud.
bigger fraud than I almost said Anne Frank again.
Wow.
Keller.
Helen Keller.
Helen Keller, thank you. Coco's a bigger fraud than Helen Keller.
Well, 100%.
I will say that 16-word sentence is about 20% more coherent than most of my thoughts, to be honest.
It's
certainly
certainly
more
more
than Justin
coherent.
Murphy's.
Yeah, exactly.
You're both Irish.
We do not claim him.
All right, everyone. Before we wrap up, we're running out of time. I got to hit some notes here. First of all, our podcast last episode was sampled for a Flappy Bird mumble rap album.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Make sure you go check that out. Including our group chat, several people sent me the photo of corn dogs as butt plugs. So thank you for that. Really appreciate that. Some other things we're not going to talk about too much. Taylor Swift fans have no drip. Sorry, Ashley. Do you need to say
It's-
anything?
No, it's
Absolutely
like,
true.
Yeah, I mean, like I said to you, the less time I think about my outfits, the more time I have to worship my queen.
Oh, yeah, thank God you went a pro
It's
Taylor
like-
Swift direction with that. I was worried for a second.
But before we totally wrap, I do think we need to touch on this that Justine you put on the show notes about the woman trying to politely tell her neighbors to stop having loud sex by offering them
Yes.
two
I
Coronas.
was too
Like,
lazy to open the image and read it. So can someone read it to me?
I gotcha.
Thank you.
I gotcha. Okay. So this batshit insane woman on Twitter, God, she sucks. Sorry. She basically she in the most like cowardly hand-wringing way possible. Like her neighbors were fucking loud next to their bedroom. She didn't like it, and any normal person would go, "Shut up."
Stop
Yeah, just
fucking.
bang on the wall. Fuck
Yeah.
off. I can hear you.
And she didn't do that. What she did do was post a note that she wrote that says, "Hey neighbors, just a friendly reminder that the walls between our houses are much thinner than you might think. Congrats to you guys for your apparently very healthy sex life.
Gross.
Seriously, good for you. However, I would prefer not to be a part of it, and I'm sure you'd both prefer that as well. I applaud you both for your stamina. However, it's gotten to the point that it's interfering with my sleep schedule, so I figured it was time to say something. Please accept these beers. I'll get to this. Please accept these beers as a peace offering / bargaining chip. I was hoping they might be enough to persuade you to maybe move your bed to the other side of the room? Question mark. Sincerely, your neighbors in 83, specifically the one that shares a bedroom wall with you. The beers, I need to point out before we go any further, it's not a 6-pack of Corona. It is literally 2 individual Coronas.
And it's Corona, which is
And
like,
it's Corona.
I would just like to say these are not the actions or the words of someone who doesn't want to be involved in their sex life. I mean, she's commending them on their stamina and things. I mean, my God, like wow.
She
know,
heard their
Controller's
vibes.
back
She
shots.
heard their vibes from across the wall.
Yeah.
Clearly,
She's
your
definitely-
boyfriend's stroke game is strong. Yeah, I do not want to hear that.
Can I just make a note about the editing just while Justine is reading that? Can we put in like boos, just people booing? Just so
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
it's just in
Absolutely.
that situation, you make louder, horrible noises back, so they
Yeah.
dominate.
Yes.
You know,
Thank you.
that's what you
Thank
do.
you.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been both the loud neighbor and I've been the one with a loud neighbor.
Mhm.
And like, if someone ever wrote me that note, I would bring it back to the person that I was fucking, and we would laugh really hard, and then we'd fuck
super
louder.
loud, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
On the wall, even. Like,
maybe the person writing that knows that and wants to get
That's
them
true.
drunk, so they.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
They're into it.
She's giving them alcohol.
Install a
Yeah.
peephole.
That's
I don't
why
know.
she
That's
only gave
not-
them 2 beers at first to sort of like lure them in for more.
Were those beers opened?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say
Should've
there's
been
probably
3.
something in
Oh, no.
those beers.
Yeah,
I have a
Yeah.
very specific and relevant encounter in my life living in apartments. It was very similar to this, where lived next to a couple that sucked really bad. They would fuck really loud right next to us and shake the wall and whatever. And then the way that we, retaliated is that we stayed up really late at night and we would make terrible rap songs. And
yeah.
we would just be yelling, shitty face. Oh, that was one of the rap songs we made. Shitty face. I'll use that. We'll play the episode out with shitty
Thank
face
you.
tonight. But
Oh,
yeah, and we did it to the point that they ended up calling the cops on us, and I caught a charge in Tennessee for having a bong because I was so hyped. The people were banging on the door. I thought it was we had other dudes down the apartment way. There were our homies that would come rap with us. So I went to answer the door with the bong in my hand, and the guy's like, he didn't arrest me, but he wrote me a ticket for a bong because it was a cop in the at the door with the dude with the bong. Still had headphones on and shit like an idiot. But yeah, so they won that one. The weirdest part though is that I thought it was the other people, the other neighbors on the other side of me, because it was a dude that was young like me, but at some point he fucked up really bad in his life enough that his dad had to move in with him, and his dad was a real shithead. And I had this feud going with the dad and didn't realize that, it was the fucking people that were mad at me. And I thought it was the dad that was mad at us when it was very clear it was the fucking people. So as a result, I retaliated by pissing in a cup and pouring it all over the dad's car.
Jesus, Phil.
And realized
God.
a week or two later that
Yeah.
it probably wasn't him, but oh well, fuck that guy.
Phil, next episode, I demand more stories of your life in Tennessee, please. I mean,
Piss
Oh yeah,
related
Northfield
events.
Lodge,
Yeah.
Northfield Lodge, NFL. That was a whole different era. I can tell you a very embarrassing story about masturbating in the wrong place when I first moved in there. It was. We'll save that for a bonus episode. That'll be my boneless
you're gonna
blowjob
pay
story.
all that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's how we do it. More people, you need to subscribe. We're embarrassing ourselves for your $5.
Big time.
Okay.
Jeez.
The thing about that lady's note though is that like when she posted it, she specifically was like, "I'm shaking in my boots giving this to my neighbor." And my big point here was that like, why is everyone such a weird little coward? Your neighbors are not an authority figure. Your neighbors are a guy who like doesn't.
Did she
seem to
write
have
the
a
note
great
in a British accent?
Well, yeah, she was trying to bring
Could you
levity.
please stop fucking in it?
You've been
Oi,
fucking since
governor.
Tuesday, isn't it?
Stay out of a fanny for a day or two. But no, it was a very weird little like, why are you so afraid? Why
I
are
mean,
you
I would be
shaking
afraid to
your
give that cringe ass note to anybody. So I don't
think
blame her.
people fear conflict with the people they live next to because if it doesn't go well, you still live there. Like I have a feud with my people across the street. I don't know if I've told this on this podcast before, but like when I moved into this house, I bought it 5 years ago. The first like day or two that I lived here, my neighbor across the street greets me, "Oh, hey, new neighbors." And it's somebody that was a very shitty person to me working at a retail job. Like came back to my job over and over again, just being like the most demanding Karen, if you will. Like this, I hated this person, and they were like, they didn't even remember me. Like they were like, "Hey, what's up, neighbor?" And I'm like, "Wait a second, do you
You're just
go
a
to
retail slave
I'm
to
like,
them.
do you shop at this place?" And they're like, "Yeah, why do you ask?" And I'm like, "Oh, because you're a terrible asshole to me every time you went there, you know?" I'm like,
they fucking
and-
Don Draper mogged you. Like I didn't think about you at all.
basically, yeah, absolutely.
For me, it was Tuesday.
So yeah, I think that's it. They don't want to have that experience where you're stuck living next to somebody. You have no idea when either of you would move out, and like you said some weird shit about our fucking, and now I have to like see you every time I bring groceries home, and I'm like,
That's super
just
weird.
just bringing in the Kroger. Don't mind me. Good stroke game. Anyway, that has been episode 69 of the Succ. It was pretty good. It's just everything I hoped for.
Excellent.
Been
I had
looking
fun.
forward to this one.
Love
Definitely
it.
makes
you.
Thanks for
Even
coming
suck.
on, Patrick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thanks for having me. You're all
Absolutely.
sweethearts.
Oh,
We love our beautiful boy.
Well, as always, please go join our group, the Suck Shame Posting on Facebook. It's doing pretty good compared to the Discord. I shamed y'all earlier. I'm gonna shame you again.
I'll
The Discord.
get back on the fucking Discord.
You suck.
I'm sorry.
No, actually, I know what. There's some really good people in the Discord. I don't mean to shame the folks that are really good in the Discord. I'm just shaming everyone else who isn't.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta get in that bitch.
Well, could you name them too?
Well,
Yeah.
the people that participate really well. Patch Mason is always submitting
Kim, stop.
stuff. Lucas.
I
They're
love
great.
Lucas. Patrick is
Lucas.
also friends with Lucas.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
nice.
no. I'm naming the good people, Ashley. You think I'm naming the bad people?
Oh, I'm
No.
just watching Kim take massive bites out of her raw
Oh,
potato.
So fucked up, man. And it's actually really disrespectful to Patrick. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Whoa!
not the kind of welcome
Potato,
fight
please
against.
eat. Potato, please.
Well, you guys should always
give
tell
potato
me
meat.
if anyone of any ethnicity is gonna be on the show, because you know I just be doing things, guys. I can't help it.
We do.
And-
We do have to start having guests sign a waiver if Kim's going to be on.
All right, and the
wheels
last
really
bit of
came off this.
the last bit of housekeeping: subscribe on Patreon or Spotify now. In fact, the Spotify has now outpaced our Patreon subscribers. So that's
Whoa.
interesting. Yeah, it's crazy.
Also, shop at kielbasagarage.com. I don't do
Yes.
that very often anymore.
There you go. All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
We love you. We love you, folks.
I'm gonna let you know what it is. This is a song called Shitty Face. Shitty Face. We always be getting in this shitty, you know how we do, so. We finna bring this shitty face down from the north, in the south, and the England. Yeah, South Cackalack. Repping the 213s, all you hating motherfuckers out there. Shitty face, shitty face, shitty face, man, I gotta get a some shitty face, all night, shitty face, man, I gotta get a some shitty face, all night, night come, we gonna get us some, we gonna break out the weed and roll a fat blunt, we drinking alcohol, we drinking fucking beer, I can feel it in my blood, the shitty face is near. Smoking all this weed, my lungs are on fire. Drank so much beer, my liver's expired. I'm starting to feel sleepy, but I can't retire. I keep smoking bud till I can't get higher.
If you're throwing parties, you better watch out, cause we're getting shitty face.